Today Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Willis is out there with Monk, and it's Bridges in at the 3. And for Cleveland, Assman and Love are the forwards. Sexton is out there with Stith, and it's Drummond in at the center position. Well, for those players who were discussed in trade talks, Greg, but weren't dealt at the deadline, it's got to be hard for them to ever, I guess, trust team management again, huh?
No doubt about it, but, you know, we have a saying. If you play at the highest levels, you have two families. Your first, which is your family at home, and your second. The only one you trust is your first family. The second family, it's a business relationship. And you know what? You could have a third family the following week if you get traded. So some guys block out the noise and manage their emotions well. Others don't, and they tend to struggle.
It's all in the family. And he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Willis.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Stith, the pass to Drummond. Willis against Stith. There's the pass to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Willis. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. The shot's good from Monk.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Now here's Drummond. He's coming off a 28-point game against Toronto. Love trying to break loose. Zeller grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
And here is Drummond following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. Here's Osman. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. The Hornets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bridges up top. Pass to Monk. Passes to Willis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
To stop the run, doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Willis. And there's the feed to Monk. To Willis. Shoots the 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Here is Stith. His last outing, he had 18 points. Love the pass to Stith. He kicks it to Sexton. Here is Stith. Love outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Drummond. It's blocked. Here's Willis. Monk, the pass to Willis. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here is Stith. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he's already a good shooter from distance now, and Colin Sexton, a ton of confidence when he starts to stroke that thing.
Well, one thing that Kevin Love will always have is his passing. He'll be one of the best deep court passers until the day he retires.
And we know this, Greg. He took his inspiration with that ability from the great Wes Unseld. He, too, an incredible passer, easy opportunities at the rim in a jump start of the break situation. Just two incredible guys at what they do.
And it's Stith missing. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Willis against Stith. Releases. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Love. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Nance comes in for Jetty Osman. Kevin Porter's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Garland in for Stith. To the middle. Here's Willis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 11 points for Junior.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Garland, the pass to Love. Inside. The kick out to Porter. The offensive rebound. Thompson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
Here's Willis, and it's Willis finishing it off.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And here is Garland. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And Thompson kicks to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, they've decided to give Tristan Thompson a little bit more opportunity to handle the ball, and what a pretty delivery there.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered closely. Biombo, the pass to Willis. Porter against Rozier. Over Porter. And it's Rozier missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. They trail by 6. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Hey.
Here is Stith. And there's the pass to Love. Pass to Osman. Here is Stith. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Gets it down to single digits. Love's got 5.
That's an example of great timing in the pick and roll by Kevin Love. Great job reading the defense.
On the floor for Charlotte. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Willis is out there with Monk, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Monk with the ball, working on Drummond. Here's Willis. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 10.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Cavaliers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. lets a floater go, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. For Cleveland, they have made two and missed two at the line tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Biombo, he's checked in for the Hornets. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you... Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And that one misses. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Kings, really lit up the floor. He scored 41 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. And Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Two open that time, made it look too easy. 16 points for Junior.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And that one's good by Porter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Willis against Stith. In the corner, it's Monk. The dish to Junior. 2 on the clock. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Willis against Stith. Passes it to Biombo. Kicks to Junior. Feeds it to Monk. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I tell you what, Monk's ability there to finish in traffic shows some toughness, even though he was fouled.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Ants comes in for Kevin Love. Sexton, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Garland in for Stith. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Sexton against Rozier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sexton's got 7 points in the game.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Watch the screen. Now, here's Junior. He's got 18. Monk, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's in there. And the Hornets lead by 19.
And that's great to watch Monk share the ball. He's a more than capable passer when his mind is right.
Sexton for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Charlotte with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Stith in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Love. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. Willis against Stith. Pass to Washington. And here is Bridges. Willis with it. He's got 21. And the dunk by Zeller.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. Drummond trying to get himself free. Sexton's shot is good.
This young man loves to play through contact and certainly has the frame to absorb it. Go ahead, young Sexton.
The pass to Monk. Let's go. Zeller. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
This Cavaliers squad is struggling. Outside, Sexton. Stith against Willis. Stith, the pass to Drummond. He's off on that one, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Willis, and it's Willis finishing it off.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Timeout called. Cleveland. Junior really making a difference here.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Larry Nance is checked in for Kevin Love. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Devontae Graham comes in for Monk. To the inside, Stith. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Stith's got 6.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Outside, Batum. Pass to Willis. He feeds it to Zeller. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Come and find Sexton. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Nance comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And so it's Cleveland with it. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Stith. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Washington.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Sexton against Graham. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Here's Sexton. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one.
Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was like go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Washington out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Willis. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Junior dishes to Dedmon. They double him with Drummond. Pass to Willis. Back to Martin. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Martin.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Osman. He's covered by Washington. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Over Martin. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Hornets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. Got that one up quick. And that's now 30 points for Junior.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Stith against Willis. Here is Stith.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And the pass to Garland. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Boy, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
Charlotte's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Now Willis. Pass to Martin. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Washington. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here is Garland. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And then Washington with the dunk.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Passes it to Windler. Dishes it to Bell. Over Martin. And Bell kicks to Garland. Clock at 6. Pass to Exum. 3-pointer. Rejected by Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dedmon. And it's Willis finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Exum with it. Willis on him. A nice shot by Exum.
Well, Dante Exum figuring it out in the pick and roll. He knows how to shoot off a screen.
And Garland comes to help. Junior kicks to Martin. Now, here's Junior. It's Martin on the wing. Down low, Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Windler, makes it off the glass.
Well, what a job, punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Willis, the pass to Martin. To the inside, the feed to Dedmon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so he makes both from the line.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Willis to the right side. Now, here's Exum. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Martin. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Thank you.